Hi everyone, thank you if you're watching me live. Again, this is another bank holiday, so many at the moment, another bank holiday where I completely forgot that there was one, so I've scheduled a video, which again is why I'm going live a little bit earlier. So thank you if you're watching me live. If you're watching the replay or on YouTube or on my blog and you want to watch live next time, see what's coming up, join my Facebook group, Amber in My Pocket. You can just search Amber in My Pocket in Facebook and it will come up. So I'm Amber. I create beautiful sales-focused websites for committed and passionate entrepreneurs and small businesses. My passion is to help them to have a professional online presence, stand out from the crowd and ultimately generate an income. So today I'm going to talk about how to zero in on your target audience. If you've watched my videos before, then you'll see pretty much every single one of them. I say you need to figure out who your target audience is as one of the very first steps. So I thought it's about time for a video that goes over exactly how you need to do this, and I will link to a worksheet as well that will really help you to zero in on your target audience. So I'm going to go through why it's so important, because I know when I first started my design business, I thought every business needs design. I'll just get in touch with everyone. I got in touch with every single business I could think of that was local to me, and I honestly thought I'd be so busy doing all these websites and all this design work with all the local businesses, and pretty much got nothing. I maybe got a couple of people working with me, but other than that I was just brushed aside. No one was really interested. I just faded into the background among other countless design companies trying to get their attention. So it is so important to know your target audience, and so important to have a very specific group of people, because it will make marketing to them so much easier, and it will save you a lot of money. So if you narrow your focus, you're having a bigger impact. So if you narrow your focus to a smaller group of people, it is easier to help them, it is easier to sell to them, and you're just going to have a much bigger chance of converting them into customers. So by marketing to everyone, you're not standing out at all. And even if you say, well, I'm targeting women aged 25 to 50, that is not targeted enough. It needs to go down even more. You need to be very, very specific. Another bonus of narrowing your focus is that you can create tailored content directly for that audience. So I've said it before, providing value in the form of blog posts, videos, worksheets, opt-ins. Providing value grows your business. It helps your audience. The more you help your audience, the more they will love you, the more they will become customers. So by narrowing that focus, by knowing exactly who your customers are, then you can create really valuable targeted content for them. And it's worth mentioning as well, I'm not saying you can't work with anyone else. So don't think when you narrow your focus and you have a really defined target audience that you can't work with anyone else. Of course you can. It's just going to make marketing your business a whole lot easier. So if you do end up getting someone who is totally outside your target audience, you can still work with them. It's totally up to you. I know I kind of have a specific target audience that I generally work with women, but I do get quite a lot of men and not creative businesses, because I say I target creative businesses. I get quite a lot of varied businesses now wanting to work with me, and I don't say, oh no, I don't work with you, sorry, but it makes it easier to market your business, and it kind of gives you that choice. You can, without sounding bad, you can pick and choose who you work with. That's why you go into your business, so you can have full control. The best businesses solve problems. So by narrowing your target audience, you can see what common problems they all experience, and then you can see how you can solve them. If you don't have a business yet, or you don't have a signature service or product, then this is the perfect place to start. Brainstorm the problems that your people experience, and then think about how you can solve them, and you can build your business around those problems. So by now I should think that you know how important it is to have a really specific target audience. But how do we actually narrow in on that? How do we zero in on that target audience? And it is a lot of asking questions and talking to people and brainstorming and scribbling down notes. It is a lot of research and thinking before you finally decide on that target audience. And I still struggle with this as well. I still think maybe I should niche down even more. But I find the best way of defining a target audience is to focus on one specific customer. So if you think of one person, make them into like an avatar, and then you can keep them in mind with everything you do, every new product you launch, every service you launch, every opt-in you create, a blog post. You can keep that one person in mind, and it makes it easier. I know it makes it easier for me. It makes it easier to create something that's really valuable to that audience. So I have just one person that I think of. I think about what do they enjoy doing, where do they live, how old are they, what's their name. I really, really go specific. Other things to consider include location, gender, age, job, income, interests, maybe their family or marital status, language, education. Not all of these will be relevant for your business. It depends what your business does, but you can consider all these different topics to really narrow down on your target audience. So as you're watching on Facebook, or if you're not watching them on the replay, then you're watching on Facebook, you probably have a Facebook page set up for your business. And if you do, excuse me, if you do, you can go to your Facebook page, click Insights right at the top of the page, and then click People in the sidebar to see a breakdown of insights like gender, age, location. It's actually really handy. I'm sure there used to be interests on there as well, but I'm thinking that's probably connected to GDPR or something. They don't have quite as many, they don't have quite as much data on there now, but it's still really helpful. And also there's a ton of other insights on that Insights tab. It's not just about your people. It can show you your best performing posts. Perhaps it'll show you that images perform better than text, that sort of thing. So do have a flick through all of the different stats in there as well. But for target audience, the main one that you want to be looking at is the People tab. Do bear in mind though, if you've started your Facebook page and you've invited all your friends and family to like your Facebook page, then it may not be hugely accurate to who's genuinely interested in your business, who's genuinely come across you, thought, yes, I want to follow that person, whereas your nan or your mum might just like your page and love everything that you do, but they might not be your target audience. So do take that into account as well. I know when I first started, I got everyone to like my Facebook page, and I know now that's probably not the best idea. Try and speak to your target audience. So in Facebook groups and networking events, you can do surveys, see what they're struggling with and how you can help them. And by actually having conversations with these people, you can see how your business can help them and what kind of people you love working with. Again, I feel like that's a bit mean, perhaps, saying who do you love working with, but by that I mean like perhaps you speak to a group of mums and you find out you absolutely love helping mums in your business. There you go, there's your target audience. So just figure out who you actually really enjoy working with, because passion is going to grow your business as well. So who you really enjoy working with and who you can help. So I mentioned earlier I've got a worksheet. I'll post that in the group, and it will ask you specific questions to find out who your target audience is. I'd recommend doing the research first, so go on your Facebook Insights, maybe stalk a few Facebook groups, see what sort of posts people are putting up. Just try and see what problems people need solving, what help you can offer them, and go from there. So let me just see if I can share this worksheet with you on this screen without it all going funny. There we go. So this worksheet is looking very orange on this screen. You can print it out, you can fill it out online, however you like. It will link to a blog post that I've got with a bit more information about how to narrow in on your target audience. but a lot of that I've just covered in the video. But it will also ask you all these questions. It's just somewhere that that you can record your target audience and keep revisiting it. So you might want to keep coming back and having a look and reading through this before you create a new product or before you write a new blog post. So right at the top we've got what are the unique or special features of your product or service, what problems does your product or service solve, and then it asks you to fill in gender, age, job, income. It asks you to go very specific. You don't have to fill out all of these, but the more you fill them out, the more you can kind of build up a customer avatar. And that's another thing I'd suggest actually. Go on Canva, make a brand board, make a target audience board, put a picture up and all their interests and the location. I often find that something visual like that helps me rather than reading through text like this. I just have a target audience board set up in Canva that I go and have a look at just to refresh my memory before I write a blog post. And then finally on this last page I've written what information would be really useful to him or her. Think about this when creating new blog posts and social media posts. So this is like what I spoke about earlier with the creating value for your customers, so opt-ins, blog posts. Here you can brainstorm some ideas that are really going to help them and keep coming back and revisiting that and creating that valuable content for them. So I'm going to put this in the group. If you're watching on a replay and you're a member of the group, you can access that in the units section. So if you go to the units in the sidebar, you'll be able to see the target audience video and worksheet. If you're not a member of the group, then join, because it makes it so much easier to find all these resources. Or you can go to this link here, amberphillipsdesign.co.uk/0-target-audience, and you can download it there. Thank you for watching. Bye.